Hi guys, what's going on? It's Kyger1324 up here today with the third part, the final part to my VHS collection. Of course, the remastered collection as we call it. Kind of a bit of a joke I did, but it's kind of a joke as well because this version of the remastered isn't come out as a good quality because of the shitty 480p. It's not the worst looking thing in the world. Looking at it now, it looks alright. So you know, what can I can't really do much about that. I've got to wait till maybe next year I'll get a video camera or something. Before I get into it, I just want to give a big thank you to everyone. I've just got over 10,000 views overall, which is, I know a lot of people don't go by that, but I think when you're starting up YouTube and it's your first sort of year or something, that can play a big part on how well you think you've done. And it's good because when I started YouTube, I wanted to say, you know, maybe get 50 subscribers by the end of the year, which I have over now 61 or something like that, which is really great, and of course I'm always grateful for that. Excuse me. So I'm gonna just get straight into the collection videos. I don't want this video to go on for too long because I am on the PlayStation 4. Well, not at the moment. I am playing Samurai Warriors 4. I might do a review on it maybe or something after I'm done with it, but I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing my Christmas video soon, sort of another vlog, I guess. But I'm gonna talk about a few more things and let you guys know what's gonna happen, etc., etc. Anyway, let's just get straight into it. So up first we got a Disney Classics, Alice in Wonderland. I don't think I've actually seen Alice in Wonderland. I might have probably seen it as a kid, but obviously Alice in Wonderland's a classic Disney movie. You've got to love classic Disney movies, and you know it's a Disney classic because it says Disney Classics at the top. These are the sort of ones that, if you're trying to get a bit of money for videos, go for what do you call it, Disney movies, because they always keep value. And then we have music clubs, Queen, We Will Rock You. I just got this one because it's I am a fan of Queen. I think they're one of the best rock bands of all time. No discussion there really, but just a live event, I guess, one of their things, live performances, I guess. So it's pretty. These sort of things, they're not really valuable, I guess, but they're good collector's items if you're into that certain band, I guess. Then we have the Stephen King movie, or the novel Carrie. I haven't seen this one, but I have heard it's a pretty good movie. It's sort of, you know, it's Satan or something. I don't know if it's really got anything to do with Satan. I think it's, yeah, it's a young girl who's got telekinesis or something like that. I don't think I've actually seen it. Then we have Eddie Murphy's The Haunted House, another Disney movie. Not really a one of the classics or something, but I don't think I've actually seen. I think I've seen parts of it, but of course Eddie Murphy, great actor. I think this movie is one of those hit or miss. Some people like it, some people don't. And then we got another Walt Disney classics here. We've got Dumbo. Yeah, we got Dumbo on VHS, classic movie there. Of course, you know, Dumbo the elephant. I don't think I've actually. I think I probably have seen most of these films, but most of them I can't remember if I've seen them or not, because most of them obviously you watch as a kid. So, but I didn't really watch a lot of Disney movies as a kid. Then we have Jungle Book. I have seen this one at least. I know the Jungle Book. Great movie. Of course, classic Disney movie again. I hear the live action movie is actually pretty decent, so I might have to watch that one at some point. Then we got Disney mini classics, Donald Duck in Math Magic Land. It's just like an animated short movie, I guess. It's based around about maths, but it's a really good. It is an edutainment film. It is educational, but in a way it's entertaining as well. I used to watch this one quite a lot. I'm trying not to get loads of the ones out because I don't want to end up with no space. Then we have Friday the 13th, the first movie. I have seen this one. I haven't seen all the Friday the 13th, but I've seen this one at least. Some people like this one, some people don't, because technically Jason isn't really in it until the end. I don't know if that's a spoiler, but this movie's been out since the the 80s, I think. Oh, I don't know if this was late. Yeah, this has been out in the 80s. It's come out in 1980, so there's no excuse. Good movie, a bit slow. This one sort of obviously Jason's not the killer, but it's a bit more slow paced than the later ones. But it's still it's an okay movie. But classic nonetheless. Then we have Lady and the Tramp 2, Scamp's Adventure. A lot of these, Disney is well known for its straight-to-video thing, of course. When they bring up sequels, it's very rare that the sequel comes out in the cinema. Most of the time, sequels just come straight on DVD and you didn't even realise. But I don't know if this one did ever come out in the cinema. I don't think so. You have to let me know on that. I don't think I've seen... I think I might have seen that one, Lady and the Tramp 2. I don't know. I know I'd seen the first one, for a fact. Then we have Pinocchio, of course, another classic Disney movie. I have seen this movie a few times, but it's been such a long time since I've watched it, so I have to watch some of these Disney movies again. Then we have The Fly 2. This is the sequel to the, I think it's the 80s later Fly movies. Not the original Fly movies with Vincent Price, but this is the later version and second one to that. Again, I hear most of the Fly movies are pretty good. Then we have A Bug's Life, great Disney Pixar movie. This is up there being with one of my favourite Disney Pixar movies, and that's saying a lot because there are some great Pixar movies, and this is a really good one. I really like this movie. This movie comes in various artful, covers. You can get one with Flick. And then I think that you can get one with all the characters on the back, but I've got the one with the caterpillar. I just cannot remember his name. Yeah, I can't remember his name, so sorry about that. But great movies. Great movie, The Bug's Life. Then we have Oliver and Company, another Disney movie that a lot of people don't really talk about anymore. Oliver and Company, I think, is a pretty good one. Of course, it's about a cat in a dog's world. Another sort of Disney twist on things, but it's a great movie nonetheless. I like this one. I think this one deserves a watch. It's definitely still a pretty good movie, and I think people need to maybe sit back and watch this one because it's quite good. Then we have my favourite Toy Story movie, Toy Story 2. I know a lot of people will say Toy Story, the original is better, or Toy Story 3 is better. I think 2 is great. Really great movie, of course, introducing new characters. I think Toy Story 3 was overrated. Good movie, but overrated. This one, however, I think is probably the best one. Of course, I'm quite biased towards Zurg being a Darth Vader. Well, he's not Darth Vader, but he's sort of, you know what they based him on, innit? I'm trying to get these bottom ones. There we go. Then we have most of the Disney ones are in this one, so there'll be a lot of Disney movies here. Then we have Buzz Lightyear of Star Command, The Adventure Begins. Just comes with some, I think, it's a movie based on the Buzz Lightyear of Star Command TV show that used to be on back in the day. The game on PS1, Buzz Lightyear Star Command, is really good. If you can hunt that game down, try and get it. Toy Story 2 was pretty good as well, but this is a pretty good PS1 game. But the movie, don't think I've ever seen that. Then we have this could be my favourite Disney movie. I'm between this and when I say Disney, I don't mean Pixar. I mean normal. I'm between this, Mulan, and Aristocats. Great movie. I love The Hunchback of Notre Dame. A very good movie. Lots of symbolism. Of course, there's so many different versions of The Hunchback of Notre Dame, but the Disney animated one is fantastic. Second one is shit. It's not shit, but it's nowhere near as good as this one. that was a straight to video thing as well. I only saw it on Netflix. It's nowhere near as good, but this is amazing. I love this movie. Like I said, lots of symbolism with the shadows when you know, Frollo singing about hell and that. Lots of symbolism. Disney's quite good at symbolism, which is always a good thing. Start putting some of these back in so I don't have to keep taking them out. Sorry about that, but it's just because I don't want to have them all over the bed any this time, and I don't want this video to go on forever. Yeah, and then we got Jeremy Clarkson Unleashed Cars. I don't know if this was his first one. I don't know if this was his first ever sort of video show thing he did. But this was the first ever one that I watched, 1996. But this is the first ever one that I had on video and the first ever one I watched. So a lot of memories with this one, but I don't know if this is the first ever video thing he did. Like where, you know, Jeremy Clarkson, but I don't know. But I remember this one quite a bit. Then we got Power Rangers, the movie. I think this is the original Power Rangers movie, the first ever Power Rangers movie. I don't know, I could be wrong, but I think this is the first ever Power Rangers movie. I think I've seen it, but like I said, I wasn't a massive fan of Power Rangers growing up. I think it's a great show, don't get me wrong, but I just wasn't really a big fan of it growing up. But I think I might have seen it, I'm not sure, so I'll have to maybe watch that one and see if I remember it. But I want to set my VHS player. I would set it up in here, but I ain't got a TV to set it up on. I only Canon's monitor, and that doesn't have a SCART cable I can use on it. Then we have a Godzilla. It's the shit Godzilla movie, the 1998 version. I think this is the one where he's pretty much like a T-Rex. So I don't think I've seen it, but I've seen reviews on it, and I hear it's a shit movie. So unfortunately, I don't have any of the good Godzilla movies. Excuse me. Then we have Bambi, of course, another great classic Disney movie. I don't know what Disney's obsession is with killing off the mums in the movie. Maybe Walt Disney hated his mother, I don't know, but classic. You know, you've got to love Bambi, of course, Thumper and all the lot. Then we have Peter Pan. Again, I don't know. I've probably seen all these Disney movies, but like I said, it's been so long. Good film. I can't really say much about it because I can't really remember a lot about it, but it's a good film. Then we have a film that I do remember, Cats and Dogs. Of course, this movie teaches you that cats are evil and dogs are bad. Cats are evil and dogs are good. Could agree with that, I guess, but great movie nonetheless. This was sort of one of the first ever movies that I saw where they had talking animals, I think. So I remember this one a lot. The second one's not as good, but the first one is pretty good. It's not the best movie you'll ever see, but it's pretty good. I think this is out on DVD, but I don't really see that one on DVD a lot. Then we do have I think this must be my favourite Disney movie, Mulan. Of course, great movie. Lots of symbolism again in it. Of course, I'm quite, like I said, biased towards this because it's sort of, you know, I guess like symbolism, Dynasty Warriors, that sort of thing. Great movie nonetheless. I like this one. I really like it. Mushu. The second one isn't as good, but it's okay. But this one is much better. I think the second one would have been good if they had the Make a Man Out of You song in it, but it didn't. But it had a girl worth fighting for, so it makes me wonder why they didn't put the other one in there. Then we have 101 Dalmatians, the Glenn Close movie. This is a pretty good movie. Of course, this is the live action version of the movie. Pretty good movie. I call my mum Cruella de Vil sometimes when she wears this jumper, like it's like a fur jacket. It's not really fur though, but it reminds me of Cruella de Vil. Then we have the first ever Disney movie. A lot of people don't realise, but this is the first ever Disney animated full-length movie. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. And this one came out in 1939, I believe. I believe this one came out in 1939. Classic Disney movie, you know, great movie, of course, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. What can you say about it? A lot of people think Fantasia was the first one. Fantasia came a bit later, but this is the first ever one. Then we have a very controversial, oh for fuck's sake. Then we have a very controversial Disney movie, Song of the South. I haven't seen it, but I know this is quite a rare movie, because it came off. They took it off the shelves. This was never released on DVD because this movie was basically racist. It's something to do with a slave and the main character being black and he's a slave or something like that. I don't know. Look up the story behind it. But this movie is considered to be racist, I guess. Maybe by today's standards, it's probably not that bad. But obviously you can't really be putting those things on movies and showing it to your kids, and then, you know, I can see why people get upset with this movie. But I haven't seen it, but I'm kind of glad to have it in the collection because it's something that might become a bit more expensive down the line because it didn't come out on DVD and it was took off the shelves basically. So the only way you can get this now is people who basically brought the movie selling it. And then we do have Fantasia. Yeah, this is a very classic movie. I haven't seen it, so I can't really say much, but I know this is a good one. Musical, I guess. You know, it's a lot of people think it is the first Disney movie, but it isn't. It's not. It's one of the later one. It's an early Disney movie, but it's a great movie nonetheless. Of course, Walt Disney, very, very good with what he does. Then we have Star Wars, Star Wars: A New Hope widescreen edition. I've got most of the Star Wars films, but I can't really take it to myself to pass up on a Star Wars video that I don't have, at least. So of course, massive Star Wars fan here. So A New Hope. What can you say about the film? Amazing film. Then we have Toy Story. Awesome movie. Of course, the original Toy Story had to start somewhere. Still an awesome movie. Fantastic thing. It's the first ever Pixar movie. Well, full-length movie, of course. Pixar did small animations before, but this is the first ever full-length one. Then we have Friday the 13th Part 2. Of course, much better than the first one, but nowhere near as good as the third one. Great movie. Good horror movie to watch. Bit faster paced than the first one. Jason is in this movie, but a lot of people don't like it because he's not wearing a mask. He's wearing a sack with an eye hole. Kind of reminds me of the chainsaw guys from Resident Evil 4 and 5, which is kind of weird. But of course that movie comes first, so maybe that's where they took the inspiration for that character. I think maybe that's where they got the inspiration for it. Then we have Cheech and Chong, Still Smoking, of course. Cheech and Chong. Classic duo, stoners, amen. Of course, I don't think I've seen this one. I've only seen Up in Smoke, which is the one that most people have seen. Then we have Lord of the Rings, which is sealed. I have a sealed video here. The box isn't sealed, but the video is sealed. Still got that new video smell. So this could be worth a bit of money. It's the Lord of the Rings animated movie from 1978, so it's pretty much, yeah, it's like a full-length movie. Obviously this was before the you know, the movies came out, but sealed, I guess. Then we do have the Vincent Price version of The Fly, the 1958 version. Of course, Vincent Price, is a classic. Very good actor from his day, back in the day, man. Much before my time, but I still appreciate the classics. Then we have Homeward Bound 2, Lost in San Francisco. The Homeward Bound movies are basically, the first one was based on the novel A Longest Journey, which was brought out as a movie, but it was Disney's twist on it. The second one is okay. It's one of those, you know, sequel things, but the second one's okay. I think the first one's a bit better. Then we have Aladdin, King of Thieves, and the King of Thieves. Yeah, I think it's just the original Aladdin movie. I'm not sure. No, no. I don't know. No, I don't think it's the original movie. I think it's one of the like the second or the third one, I guess. I don't know, but I don't know. Aladdin. And then we have the original Homeward Bound. Pretty good movie, feel good movie. The Longest Journey is quite a sad movie, but it still feel good. This is just feel good. Got to feel good. Getting there. Then we have Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island. Wasn't a really big fan of Scooby-Doo growing up. I don't know why, it just wasn't really my thing. But I do love the live-action Scooby-Doo movie. I think that's one of the other great cartoon movies that became a full-length, real live-action movie. That's another great one. Then we have a Tom and Jerry classic collection. Just comes with some 107 minutes worth of Tom and Jerry episodes, of course. Big fan of Tom and Jerry. I've got quite a lot of videos, of course. Most of them are recycled episodes, I guess, but I can't really pass up on a Tom and Jerry video just because it's from my childhood and I love Tom and Jerry, as you guys know. Just trying to put some of these back in. Then we have Peach Dragon, Disney movie, the original Peach Dragon. I think I've seen this movie. It's okay. It's not really my sort of movie, but it's a classic movie nonetheless. Of course, they have done the remake, I believe. I don't know if it's come out or if it's coming out. Then we have Power Rangers in Lost Galaxy. This is another Power Rangers movie. The Lost Galaxy movie. Not a long one, but another Power Rangers movie. The box is a bit messed up, but still. And then we have a Big Kipper and the Big Freeze. I don't know if it was this one or Snowy Day was the one that I remember the most. I think it was this one that I remember the most. I was a big fan of Kipper growing up. I don't know why. Obviously I didn't really read the books, but I did like the show. Or, you know. Then we have Beauty and the Beast. This could be up there with my favourite Disney movies. Great movie, funny, classic. The new one, the live action one, does look very good in terms of what it looks like, but will they deliver and make it a great movie? I hear that Tarzan was okay, Jungle Book was good. I hear that they're doing a live action Mulan movie. Well, Disney's live action Mulan movie. They've already done a live action Mulan movie, but that was a Cine Asia version. That was more of a martial arts film in Chinese or something, I don't know. But Beauty and the Beast. And we have Eight-Legged Freaks, not for those who suffer with the fear of spiders, but this is about giant spiders. It's sort of a comedy, I guess. I haven't seen it. Then we have Gremlins 2. Again, another sort of comedy horror movie, I guess. Some people really like these movies. I don't think I've really sat down and watched Gremlins. So, yeah. Then we have Lady and the Tramp, the original movie. Pretty good Disney movie. It's not my favourite. There are some better ones out there, but Lady and the Tramp's still a pretty good movie. You know, Disney movie with the animals. Then we have C.S. Lewis, the family classics, Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. This is the BBC version, I believe. I believe I have all of these movies. I think I have these movies on the complete 4. I got them on DVD the other day. Well, in one of my pickup videos, you probably see it. Then we have Oliver. It's basically Oliver Twist. It's a musical version of Oliver Twist, basically. Oliver Twist is a great novel movie, I guess, but this is a musical version. Then we have Digimon the movie. I don't know, really. Digimon was good. I wasn't a big fan of the show, but Digimon was basically a rival for Pokemon, I guess, but you know, what can you say about that? Then we have The Dark Crystal, which I hear is a really good movie. The Dark Crystal falls into the Never-Ending Story sort of thing. Never-Ending Story, Labyrinth and Dark Crystal are all sort of part of the same, not universe, but same sort of style of movies, so they come as a package, so that's what I hear. Nearly done. And then we have Beyblade Volume 9. Beyblade, not really a fan of the show, like I said, but everyone had to talk Beyblade toys back in the day, man. Then we have Dr. Fives Rises Again. I hear the Dr. Fives movies are sort of like Saw before Saw, is what I hear. It's weird, but it's sort of one of those cult things, I guess. Then we have The Emperor's New Groove. I do love this movie. Great movie. Cusco. It's funny. Really good movie. I haven't seen Kronk's New Groove though, but really good movie. I'm kind of glad that I have this on VHS. I really want to watch this now, actually. And then we have Star Wars Return of the Jedi, just the CBS Fox version, I guess, video. Yeah, it's just the white box version, I guess. I don't know what's so special about this one. If this is the original, this might be the unedited version before the this could be the unedited version before the remake, well, the special edition. So if that's the case, this might be the original versions. I might have to watch this one and then watch the special edition and see if I can notice any differences. Because looking at it, it does look like the original version. So that could be the original version. Let me know if anyone knows if that's the original version. Because if that's the case, that's great. Right, and 5 left. Darkwing Duck, Darkly Dawn Duck. Just a small, like, mini movie, I guess, of Darkwing Duck. Not really, I didn't really watch this show. I think it was before my time. So I didn't really know a lot about that one. Then we have another Tom and Jerry 50th Anniversary Birthday Edition, Volume 2. Just comes with some episodes of the Tom and Jerry, of course. Tom and Jerry is quite actually over 75 years old. No, 1940s, yeah. 1940 it came out. And it's one of the longest running cartoons of all time, and in my opinion, the best. Then we have Aristocats. This could be up there with one of my favourite Disney movies. I really like this movie. Despite my love-hate relationship with cats, but Aristocats is a great movie. Then we have Casablanca. This is the sort of I don't know, the best picture version, I guess. Great movie, I hear. I haven't seen it, but I hear this is one of the best movies of all time. Could be. And then we have a movie that I absolutely adore. Cannonball Run 2. I think Cannonball Run 2 is the best Cannonball movie of the Cannonball Run movies. And this one is fucking awesome. I've got to watch this. This is going to the top of the pile because I've got to watch this again. I love this movie. Great actors in it. Burt Reynolds. Freaking Frank Sinatra's in it. Jackie Chan. Susan Anton. Freaking Who else is in it? Yeah, Burt Reynolds, Dom DeLuise, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr., Jamie Farr, Marlu Henner, Telly Savalas, and Shirley MacLaine. Loads of great actors in this movie. If you haven't seen the Cannibal Run series, watch them because they're fucking awesome. The first two are sort of this one and then the second one are a sequel combined. Then you've got Cannibal Fever, which is with John Candy, which still is a pretty good movie. Anyway, I'm going to end the video here because I'm pretty much done now and I've got to do some more things. I'll go back on Samurai Wars. I will do a video of maybe tomorrow, I guess, sort of a vlog sort of thing to let you guys know what's been happening. So I will see you in that video. Please feel free to hit that like button and let me know in the comments below. Let me know if there's any films here that you had as a kid or still have, and let me know what VHSs you've got lying around. And of course, if you're new around here and want to see more content, feel free to hit that subscribe button and join the family. And of course, have a nice day, and I'll see you in the next video, which should be tomorrow, if not maybe Friday. I will see you then. Take care.